to Jeopardy! Last week we met Carla Fawcett, who crossed the battlefield at Gettysburg right before her Jeopardy audition. And on Friday's show, she won the Jeopardy battle. She claimed victory as our new champion. Today we welcome Ed and Angela to the show. Good luck to all three of you. Let's begin with the Jeopardy round, where we have it one daily double and these categories. We'll start with some Eastern European history. Next, breakfast time, 8-letter words. Then chemistry, slow, your role. Carla, where do we begin?
Breakfast time 200.
Enjoy that muesli. I'll be having this Quaker Oats cereal that debuted in 1963, along with its Sailing Man mascot. Ed.
What is Captain Crunch?
Yes.
Eastern European history for 200.
Roman Emperor Trajan made Dacia a Roman province, hence this country's very Roman name. Carla.
What is Romania?
You got it.
Eastern European 400.
Winston Churchill gave the speech that mentioned this ideological barrier that separated Eastern Europe. Ed.
What is the Berlin Wall?
No. Angela.
What is the Iron Curtain?
You are right.
Eastern European history 600.
The answer there is the daily double.
Let's make it a true daily double.
$400 then? You can wager up to $1,000.
Yeah, okay, 1,000.
All right, that's the maximum in this round. For $1,000 then, you'll have $1,400 if you're correct. Here's your clue. Now written in the Latin alphabet, Moldova's language used to be written in this alphabet named for a 9th century priest.
What is Cyrillic?
Yes, named for St. Cyril. Select again.
Eastern European history 800.
The Alma River entered history when Russia lost an 1854 battle there during this war. Ed.
What is the Crimean War?
Correct.
1,000.
Bulgaria is one of many countries on this peninsula that won freedom by breaking the cruel Ottoman yoke. Angela.
What is the Balkan Peninsula?
1,000 more for you.
8-letter words 800.
Located near a coast, like some oil rigs. Ed.
What is offshore?
Good.
Chemistry for 200.
Organometallic compounds are defined by the presence of a bond between a metal and this element. Angela.
What is carbon?
Yes, organo.
Slow 800.
We all know it. Exercise can boost a slow this, the rate at which the body expends energy and burns calories. Ed.
What is metabolism?
You got it.
8-letter words for 600.
This adjective can mean related to debate or related to legal issues, like how somebody died. Ed.
What is forensic?
Yes.
Chemistry for 400.
The lipids, which include fats and oils, are organic compounds that don't appreciably interact with this. Angela.
What is water?
You got it.
Chemistry 800.
Relative atomic mass is another name for this. It's also called atomic weight. Angela?
Chemistry 1,000.
Acids and bases are among these current conductors. Using a solid instead of a liquid one reduces the risk of fire in batteries. And those are electrolytes. Back to you, Angela.
Slow 1,000.
The planet farthest from the sun, it takes this ice giant 165 years to orbit it. Ed.
What is Neptune?
Yes.
Your role for 200.
Tanya Harding's movie mom and Anna Faris's TV mom. Ed.
Who is Allison Janney?
You remembered her name. Very good. You have $4,000 on the lead, and we're going to take a quick break while we give you these commercial messages. Back in a moment. Angela Shue is a corporate lawyer from San Mateo, California. I assume your parents are proud of you on that score, but I gather they might be a little worried about you today. Is that right?
Yeah, it's a funny story. When I got the call inviting me to compete on Jeopardy, I told my close friends and family, and most people were like, congratulations, or how was the audition? But my parents apparently have never heard of Jeopardy. They only knew that it's a synonym for danger. So they were like, is it dangerous? How dangerous is it? And I told them it's dangerously addictive, but we're still working on it.
That's good. We might need you to blurb the show. There are quiz shows where you can fall in a hole or fall in water, but please reassure them we're one of the nice ones, will you? Ed Colson is an economics and real estate professor from Dana Point, who, when you're traveling, likes to collect what?
I collect water bottles. Every water bottle is locally labeled, and so we pick one up from a local supermarket and drink the water and then dip it into some famous water place like Niagara Falls or Tivoli Fountain.
So you have a shelf full of famous waters
a shelf
at home.
full of water from all over the world.
I have a relative that does that with beach sand, but I like water better. It seems more poetic. Carla Fawcett, our returning champion, a content administrator from Saco, Maine, drove the Oregon Trail once by yourself, not in a covered wagon, I assume.
No.
You look too youthful for that.
I, like many in my generation, played Oregon Trail in the oldest form of computers that I think we could have. And, I wanted to experience the landscape, and so I got a little rental car and drove the whole 2,400 miles by myself.
Congratulations. Ed, you gave us the last correct response, so why don't you get us back into the round?
Slow for 200.
We're not sure which is the slowest, but this thick, sticky syrup can be made from carob or dates, as well as from sugarcane. Carla.
What is molasses?
That's it.
Slow 400.
In Exodus, he says, I am slow of speech and of a slow tongue. Ed.
Who is Moses?
Yes.
Slow for 600.
Of the 4 swim strokes used in the Olympics, this one, with a body part in its name, is the slowest. Carla.
What is the breaststroke?
Yes, it is.
Your roll 400.
Bruno and Borat. Angela.
Who is...
Sorry, out of time. Ed?
Who is Sacha Baron Cohen?
That's the actor, yes.
Your roll for 600.
Danny Tanner on 2 TV series. Carla.
Who is Bob Saget?
The late Bob Saget, yes.
Your roll 800.
The title roles in Blue Jasmine and Where'd You Go, Bernadette? Ed. Sorry, no. Carla.
Who is Kate Blanchett?
Yes.
Your roll 1,000.
Marty Kahn on House of Lies, and Rhodey, also known as War Machine, in the Avengers movies. Carla.
Who is Don Cheadle?
1,000 for you.
8-letter words 200.
Paper container for more paper. You might kick yourself. That's an envelope. Carla?
8-letter words 400.
A formal hearing with a big shot or a group of spectators. Ed?
What is audience?
An audience, yeah.
8-letter words for 1,000.
Not bad, not great, just sufficient. From Latin for equal. Carla?
What is mediocre?
No, I'm sorry. Ed or Angela? Another 8-letter word meaning the same thing, adequate. Ed, where to now?
Chemistry for 600.
The human body produces this vitamin when a sterol in the skin absorbs radiation. Ed?
What is vitamin D?
Yes.
Breakfast time for 400.
Nothing better than one of these classic donuts that shares its name with a venerable whiskey cocktail. Angela?
What is an old-fashioned?
Right.
Breakfast 600.
A traditional Japanese breakfast might include this soup made with the same named soybean paste, as well as tofu and scallions. Angela?
What is miso?
Right.
Breakfast 800.
How about a spot of this? Espresso with a thin foam of steamed milk, from Italian for spotted. That is a macchiato. And now the final clue, breakfast time for 1,000. This Hawaiian dish with a rhyming name is white rice topped with hamburger, a fried egg, and gravy. Carla?
What is loco moco?
Delicious, yes, a loco moco. That takes you to $3,400. You're in third place, but only by 200. Everybody's off to a good start. You'll select first when we come back with Double Jeopardy in just a moment or two. Double Jeopardy, the contestants look ready. Let's find out what the categories are. We'll begin with U.S. geography, then all the way back to literature of the Middle Ages. It's a bust. Special K, with K being the first letter of each correct response. Then we have celebrity catchphrases and homo names. Carla, pick a category and a dollar amount.
U.S. geography 1,200.
Seen here, Shoshone Falls on this river in Idaho has been called the Niagara of the West. Ed?
What is the Snake River?
That's correct.
U.S. geography for 16.